I'm going to install brake pads on my '08 Toyota Tundra. First thing you want to do, of course, you want to jack it up, loosen your lugs. Make sure you get some safety first. Put your jack stands up under it, because don't trust the jack at all. Don't trust the jack. Second thing, what I like doing is coming up, taking the top off the reservoir, brake fluid reservoir, in case some air build up. That way it release the air that's in it. And let you look at the brake pad that I'm replacing. You see my rotor's still good. It just got that dark spot right there in it. But the brake pads I'm going to be replacing on the front, they are 4 out of 10. After I got my oil change, that's what they told me. So I'm going to go ahead and do the front and the rear today. Try to. And that's what I'm working with. So as we get ready, stand by. Next thing you got to do, you got to take your spring out right here. Put that out the way. Pull these pins out. Save them. Pins. I'm going to try to release this spring. And then next thing you want to do is try to compress your brake pads in for the new ones to come in. What I like using is a C-clamp. Try to put pressure on it. Go on top and go on the bottom. You want to get them all the way in so that when you put your new pads on, won't be no problem with tightness. It'll just slide right in there until that caliper release. Alright, just slide those out, hopefully. Always gonna do one that's gonna be hard, difficult. Don't want to come out. Gotta come out. What I like doing is spraying it down with a little brake cleaner. Get all that film off of it, residue. Rub it on the back side. Real good. Down too far. Alright, I took this one back off just to show you. This little piece right here, that's right there what's going to give you a warning sign that your brake pads are getting low. When you start hearing that scrubbing, squeaking or scrubbing, I mean that right there is done start rubbing against your rotor, and it's getting time for you to replace your pads. And you don't want to keep riding with it like that, because eventually it's going to rub into your rotor. Then you're going to have a problem. You're going to have to replace your rotor. I had to take that off to show y'all that. I forgot about that. But we're going to continue on putting this back in there and then start on the rear. Trying to get your pins back in the hole. Line back in there. And that is it. That's all it is to it, to putting front brake pads on an 08 Tundra. Take your pins out. Well, take your springs out first right here. Then you take your pins out, take that spring out. Then you want to make sure you press brake pads all the way in. The old ones all the way in, so the new ones have free space going in where it won't be difficult going in. And like I said, that's all it is to it. Make sure, last thing, make sure safety, jack stands, something blocking it up, where in case your jack fail, you have some safety to catch it where it won't fall on you or injury or either cause death. Now let's move on to the rear. Alright, we're on the rear now. You're gonna need 17 millimeters to take these two bolts off, right here and right here. Loosen them up. Take them all the way out. You want to tie your caliper up, make sure it don't fall, mess up your line. Wow. When I did have my oil change, like they said, the front was a 4. They definitely said a 0 on the rear, which, wow, that is, wow. Definitely time for some rear brake pads. All right, finna get ready to reinstall the rear. Alright, before we install the brake pads, again, I like to spray it down and wipe it down real good. Get all that old film, brake residue off of it. Old brake residue. You seen that the first one didn't had the little metal tab for like squeaking when it wear down. Those on the rear don't. Probably if they did, they probably been going off pretty heavy right now. And being a DIYer yourself probably saved me up, I guess, about $500 for the front and rear. I'm not sure. But I'm glad I did take it to get my oil changed. Because if it weren't for that, I probably would never knew anything about it. Right, now you want to get your C-clamp and try to squeeze this rear brake caliper in. So it can go in. I hope. It's going in. I don't know if you can see it. Squeeze it into it all the way in to a stop. want to get it all the way in, because if not, it would not go on them new ones. All the way in. Okay, we got it all the way in on that one. And another thing I like to do is you put your little grease on these, keep them from seizing up. Cause I had one to seize up on my Kia Altima, and when you hit the brakes, it made it shake real bad. And that's all it was, just a little thing of grease that it needed to keep it from shaking. Wiggle it a little bit. Like I said, it's gonna have to work with it. You have to work with it. Oh. Alright, y'all, get on there. Alright, so now we got to tighten those up. Alright, that's it. Putting rear brake pads and on the 08 Tundra. You see the front pass was a little easier, and the rear is not that hard when you know how to do it yourself. Save you a bunch of money. And again, I'm just glad that I wasn't hauling anything heavier or nothing like that, because I didn't believe that I let them went that long. A 08, and this is the first time I put brake pads on it. I don't ride it in that much. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like. Have a blessed day.